So I'm 33, an auntie in real life, but I'm at that age where people probably start calling me auntie. They do, because I see what they be calling people in their comments. So this is coming from your big sister slash your TT, right? You hear the glamour stories of turning 30 and how everything starts to work out. That is true. You are less stupid with more money. The rumors are true. But I do want to make one thing clear. The decisions that you are making in your early 20s, that will determine where you land when you're in your 30s. There is no like magical time thing that happens where once the clock hits this time and you turn 30, like everything starts just working out. That's not the case. You always have to be held accountable for the actions and decisions that you made in your early years. Now, I was making a lot of shitty decisions in my early 20s, not gonna lie. Like, this is just what it was. But I got my shit together. Okay? I had several very rough experiences, and I said to myself, oh, I don't want to do that again. You know what I'm saying? Pain is such a great teacher. And one thing about these lessons, they're going to keep taking shape in different things, different situations until you get it. And you can still be getting it in your 50s. So I want you to be very, very aware about these decisions. When you're in your youth, I think sometimes we get in this mindset where we think we have all this time, and this is not to scare anybody, but you don't have as much time as you think you do. As a person that survived a near-death experience at the hands of an ex that I was not supposed to be with, you don't have the time you think you have. When I was sitting there, literally could have gone either way, could have died. Couldn't walk, all of that. When I was sitting there waiting for that ambulance, I kept thinking to myself, like, wow, I wasted all this, or I wasn't, like, what do I have to look at when the film is playing? And the film does play in your head. Like, when you are close to death, it plays. And I saw overtime work, trash men, and shitty friends. That's what I saw. Decisions that really didn't reflect how beautiful and precious I was, you know what I'm saying? And decisions that set me back. That's what I saw. So I want you to just understand that. And one thing that I wish somebody would have told me is, even if the decision is not popular, even if everybody is not going along with it, but you know in your gut what is right, what is going to set you up for success in the future, make that move. I don't care how many circles you have to separate from, babe. I don't care. I just don't care. The path to greatness does not have millions of people walking on it. Very few people have that grit, that determination, and that dog in them, to be honest. Very few people have that. So if you have that, go and walk in that. Walk in that with your head up and understand that you will eventually come across your people. You will. That your decisions will pay off. They will. It can be so lonely. I'm telling you, I know. I have so many stories. It can be so lonely doing the thing, like making a different decision, not making the popular decision, having to leave certain friend groups because you think to yourself, damn, I don't want to be 50 and doing the same shit. And that's what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? It can be really hard, especially when you're in your 20s, babe. You could not pay me to go back to that. You couldn't. But I just want you to understand, like, the decisions you're making right now is that serious. It's that urgent. Be aware, because your 30s can be your heaven or they can be your hell. They really can. Okay? You have everything you need. It's already inside of you, but you got to make that decision to leap and to move forward in what you know. People are so much more intuitive than they give themselves credit for. You know the right decision. You do. Keep going. And you will thrive in your 30s. This is coming from Big Aquatina that really had to make those decisions. And it was a long, hard road, babe. It was not fun. But now I look at my life and I'm in love. I'm so grateful that I did it, and I would do it 10 times over. 10 times over. Because I love it here. Keep getting finer. Keep getting more money, and I keep connecting with like-minded people because I'm so particular about my circle. I don't even attract really terrible men anymore because it's just really that serious to me. The life that I've cultivated for myself. So I love you guys. Any questions you need, you can jump into my DMs.